her right now.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Nittany Lions ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now they'll run it to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Play action with Underwood. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Using the quick game. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Underwood. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this create...
There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the...
Maybe a crease. Oh, it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover.
Snags it and he's open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
That is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Finds his big tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a...
There's a crease. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use...
Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The inside handoff. Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the... And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing, Underwood. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Powers through the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Finds his big tight end. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. Got a little grass. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the grab. It's Sowell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab on the left. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Martin. Finding some room. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Penn State. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Play fake, Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Picked off. Looking for more room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Go goes to the option. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's Beck. Bringing the heat. And they got it. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Colorado taking on the number 4 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Buffs sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Martin. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. And he's now over 150 yards on the ground, and Penn State has had so many great backs. This guy fits right in.
Fits right in. Just big, physical guys. They give them the ball. You know exactly what you're going to get. They can make some plays, and they build their team around the running back spot.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sowell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Inside the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Michigan.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Fires to the big fellow. Turning it on. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Just keeps slinging it. Fakes to grab. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Unloads quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're
into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson and Saquon Barkley and all the Kajana Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Takes a handoff. It's Martin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
losing a couple on that last play. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Snap to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Takes it the other way.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
That's caught. It's Martin. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Amidst a den of deafening, they got it. It's blocked. And they got it. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Lets it go to the end zone, and he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. The 50, the 30, the 20, 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Got a man in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Hit as he throws. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He's got it on the right. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point in the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just...
There he goes! Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. The play action fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Deep shot for the end zone. And the timing just a hair off.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Finds him out of the backfield. Headed to the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They feed him again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the quarterback takes a knee. The Wolverines will punt this one away. They kick it away on 4th down. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is